Alrighty. And then if you just popped on, please write your name in the chat so I know who's on, so I know who to follow up with if they weren't present tonight, and to reach out to them to like get things started and everything and like that. Alrighty, guys. So for those of you who enrolled under somebody but me, my name is Jess. I'm a Ruby leader with It Works Global, and I joined in November 2017. Why I started was I had recently graduated college in May 2017, and that's when I first heard about It Works, and I almost joined, and then I chickened out because I was like, oh, I have a stipend internship after graduation. I'm set, right? So I did my internship. I got a full-time job working as an animal keeper in Texas, and then I realized my student loans were going to kick in. So panicked because you don't make a lot as an animal keeper, sadly. Panicked, didn't have time to get another job, needed something that I could do in the little time I did have. Saw my friend who had been doing this for over 2 years being very successful, and I literally messaged her and I was like, how do you do this? Like, how can I make that extra income? And she was like, she literally told me like 2 things. I liked that it was all natural products and that they were cruelty free because I am a huge animal supporter, and then got started that night and haven't looked back. I've been in almost 9 months now. I eat, breathe, sleep, live It Works on top of my full-time job pretty much. I'm very, very passionate about the products and about this business and everything that it's given me. And I'm super excited to welcome all of you to this wonderful company and our team. Everyone on this call is either new with this awesome deal that's going on right now, or they've been on for several months as well. I just want to do I just did a brief introduction of myself, and then we're also going to go over some basics and everything tonight too that I want to talk to you all about. So if you just joined, also, okay, if you just joined, sorry, I'm just making sure everyone's muted. I was hearing background noise. Okay, if you just joined, I highly recommend when you join to, in your phone, in any type of phone note or anything like that, to write down your distributor ID, which is in the photo that you sent your enroller when you signed up. It'll say like ID number. Write that down, write your password in the same note, and then also write down your website. When you're doing your sign up, you had to create like your own website name, and it's whatever you chose, .itworks.com or something like that. Keep those handy if you have an iPhone, and in like an iCloud note, or if you have Android, I'm sure there's a note app that I don't know of because I have an iPhone. Sorry, y'all. Definitely write those down because those are like super important to reference, and it's easier for you. So then you're like not like digging around for things all the time. The next thing that I highly recommend, and if you haven't done so already, or if you haven't done so, it's okay, would be to fill out and confirm your tax info on your eSuite. And this is super simple. You can, you probably will get an email about it. Otherwise, message your enroller and they can show you how to get to your eSuite. And you would just log in and with your ID number and your password. And then that's your business back office. So it's kind of like the site that runs your business behind the scenes. And I highly recommend, all you have to do is confirm your address for tax purposes, and it takes you off commission holds for your first month. So that's super exciting. And then you'll be qualified to get paid for the first month and all that jazz. So that's just something, those are the 2 things I definitely recommend for my newbies to do like right away so they don't forget about it, because that's super important. Okay, so I'm sure as you're getting like signing up and everything, and before then, either if you're talking to me or if you signed under someone else, that they told you that basically we are network marketers for It Works Global. We're an all-natural health and wellness company. We've been around for 17 years now, over 17 years. And We're completely debt free. We are a global company. I think we're based in like over 10 different countries. You can actually find which countries we are partnered with on your own personal website. So when you go to your It Works website, at the top, it'll say like United States. And if you click on it, it'll throw a drop down box down and it'll list all the countries that we partner with and sell to. So it's not just the US, and a lot of people don't know that. So that's something really cool. The list is on your site all the time for you to reference. Otherwise, so we're network marketers, and people are always like, I don't really know what that means. So basically what we do, and that we do a lot of training with and everything, are we have 3 basic tasks that we do and that we incorporate into our own schedule, because you're your own boss, guys. You get to choose when and where and how you work. I primarily use Instagram. I also use Facebook now a lot, because I've just been in 8 months and I'm trying to grow my business all the time. And then I recently started my own YouTube channel to help with training purposes for my team, and to just have another social media point and grow my business all together and everything like that. And so working on social media, and you can kind of choose. Some people have incorporated Snapchat and everything. I haven't yet. I just didn't have enough space on my old phone. I got a new phone though, so I'll probably be hitting up the Snapchat soon and just going crazy with my social media and everything. It's fine. But basically what we do, or there's 3 easy tasks. The first task is following or growing your audience, right? So the more, I talk about this all the time, and it's planting seeds. We plant a lot of seeds within this business, and the more seeds you plant, the larger your garden will be in the future, or like more seeds you plant, like the larger the harvest. I use a lot of like weird plant, whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called, guys. It's been a while. But so the more people you follow, the more opportunities you have to talk to people for people to see you sharing about these products or about the business and everything. So I'm always like, follow. And what I do for that, basically, so if I'm on Instagram and I just started, I would go onto my feed and I would find a recent post, look at the likers, and I would follow all the women. Dennis, we have 1 male on the team. Woohoo! Anywho, you can follow men. That's totally fine. You can follow men and women, and I'll have to alter your training because you're my first male besides my dad that's on my team. Yes, my dad is on my team. He's great. He joined last night. So technically, Dennis, you're the second guy on the team. My dad was number 1, but he's not on this call because he's working. Anywho, but so basically what we do is you would find a recent post, look at the likers, and follow like 10 to 20 people if you're manually following. I have apps that follow for me because I work full time, so they actually run all day. I just preload like a queue and it'll follow consistently throughout the day. If you're interested in said app, it's called Captivate for iPhone users. I think it's slightly different for Androids. If anyone has an Android, help me out and comment it in the chat so we have that written down. And basically I think it was like $4.99, $5.99 or something like that. And I have the pro version, and that allows me to run it all day long. It also has a night mode, so when I'm sleeping, I'm following. So it's super handy. And I usually follow for 2 days and then I unfollow for 1 day. I try to keep my following to follow ratio pretty even. So on Instagram, when you're looking at your like home page, you have your posts, your followers, and your following. I try to keep the following and followers pretty even because more people will tend to follow me if my numbers are closer together. So that's why I stick to the 2 days follow, 1 day unfollow typically. But as you're starting, a big thing I recommend is if you're going to manually follow, which is totally fine. I did that for like 3 months when I first started, and that was when Instagram's algorithm was different. But I would follow every time like you pick up your phone. And following 10 people takes about 10 seconds. If you find a picture and they have a lot of likes, I would just go through and follow all the ladies or men that are 18 years old plus. To be a loyal customer or distributor, you have to be 18 years of age, unless it's like a parent ordering as well, and they're also like their child's like 17 or something like that, or like just, you know, not 18. If it's an adult ordering for their child, like that's okay. Hopefully the child's like 16, 17 and the adult's also using the products, but just be kind of like wary of that as you're talking to people and everything. I try, and honestly, I follow people all the time on Instagram, and sometimes they're not 18 and I don't know that, but they look 18. So be careful, kind of look at their profile, or if they have like alcohol in their photos, they're probably 18. Hopefully they're 18. Otherwise they shouldn't be posting that on social media. But I typically, when I first started, I followed like my sorority sisters, other sororities. I try to be careful with fitness groups, because a lot of people that are in fitness groups use other companies or are distributors for other companies. I try to not follow other people from other companies because a lot of companies are actually taught to poach It Works potentials. So I'm very cautious about, like, if I see someone follow me and they're also, I keep all of my social media is private. I keep all of mine private for a reason, because I don't want creepy people following me or messaging me or anything like that. And block is my best friend. If I don't want someone following me, or I notice they're a different distributor from another company, I block them immediately, because I don't want them stealing the potentials that I've worked to have. When I first started, I think I had 200 followers, and now I have almost 4,000 on one of my Instagrams. Yes, I have two, but I'm just crazy. It's fine. But that's just like a rule of thumb that I use. So every time you go on your phone, if you're going to manually follow, I would just, if you're on your phone, go follow like 10 people. And then if you realize, like, you pick up your phone like half an hour to an hour later and you're like, oh, I'm going to go follow. I kind of just like base it around there. If I'm going to the bathroom, I will go follow like 10 to 20 people, like just kind of like miscellaneously throughout the day. But you're going to want to follow and keep following if you're following manually throughout your whole day. If you get the apps, or if you want more info on the apps, like message me and I can help you get those. The best part is a lot of the stuff you can do like tax write-offs, because it is a business. So like I actually can tax write off my phone, because I work from my phone and all this stuff, and you guys can do it too. Like my dad's helping me do that, so I don't have to like pay as much and everything. So that's kind of cool. But that's kind of like following. That's one of the tasks, and it's super simple. You do it wherever, whenever. You just kind of go follow 10 people and space it throughout the day and everything. The next thing would be posting. So another thing we do is post or share about the products and about the company. Upon sign up, you'll probably be added to our team page. We are the number 2 team in the entire company. And so congratulations on being on the number 2 team. We have a huge Facebook group, and if you haven't been added yet, you probably will be. It just hasn't happened yet because I was at work all day and I have to facilitate things. It's the Be Obsessed or Be Average page, and this has a lot of videos for training materials, VIP training materials, and then it also has example posts and templates for you to use as you're starting. Because I know when you first start, you're like, you're probably like, I don't know anything about these products, or I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to word things. We have templates that you guys can like edit and make your own, or use fully if you think it's too much pressure or anything like that. So we have captions and photos for you to use that we have for the company just as you're starting off, and for training purposes. I still reference them quite often, just kind of peek and see what people have added recently and everything like that, so I'm up with the times, I guess. But that's a great resource. It's on that page under announcements, and it's like a huge comment, and I will make sure everyone knows where that is and everyone's added to those pages. And so I typically post at least once a day, sometimes twice, if I have the time. Something that I find really helpful is I create posts the night before. So when I work all day at the animal hospital, I will post in the morning, and then I'll post like after I get off of work or whatever. Sometimes I'll post at lunch. Depends how hectic my day is and how many patients I have. But that's like typically what I do. It's fine if you just want to do one post a day. I post a lot about my life and about using the products. I know when you're first starting, you're like, I haven't used the products yet. How am I supposed to talk about them? That's where a lot of the templates come in and everything too. Like, yes, you don't have experience, but there's all these other people that really believe in the products and have gotten results and are so in love in the products. You kind of just have to channel that energy and at the beginning. And then once you get your kit, you can try, there's like a variety of products in your kit. And then, you'll be able to try some, so you have some personal experience to throw in there too, which is like super nice. That's kind of like my posting spiel. I'll also be sharing my YouTube channel with y'all, and I actually go through the 3 tasks a lot more in depth on my YouTube channel as well. I posted some training videos recently as well. And then the next thing is messaging or talking to people. I spread my business and about the products and this opportunity like wildfire. My upline who enrolled me, my friend Sasha, she always says the more the merrier. So typically I recommend when you're first starting off to kind of brainstorm ideas. And how I do that is I look at my website and I look at kind of like all the different products that we offer. So we have skincare, we have a ketogenic line, which is huge. It's the fat burning, everyone's doing the keto diet type thing. We have our own line, we're like a one of a kind. We have coffee, creamer, you name it, we have it. It's like pretty nice. We have weight loss, we have weight gain, we have muscle building, we have protein shakes, we have detox and cleanses, we have essential oils, we got a lot. We have our wrap, which is like one of a kind famous wrap, and how our company's pretty much started. But I kind of look at all the products and I would think of people who might be interested in those products. And I started out with my family and friends first, and I kind of reached out to them and basically was like, hey, guys, I don't know what my script is that I normally send. Hold on. I've been in the business 8 months and I can't memorize things half the time. So I typically would send out to my family and friends like, hi, like I just started working with It Works, which is an all natural health and wellness company. And I'm really, really excited to get started. I just wanted to reach out to you and offer my 40% off discount on any of the products. Would you be interested in supporting me? What I typically, that would be like my initial message that I send out. And then I would, if they answer, I would send screenshots to my upline for help, because we'll kind of like walk you through conversations as you're starting until you get the hang of it. And the reason why I say start with friends and family first is it's less pressure because you know them already. And you can relate to them and it'll be easier to talk to, because I know like the first time I was starting to talk to customers, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I felt like I was stumbling. But the best part is your upline will know how the conversations can go, or I myself will know, so I can help you walk through conversations until you get the hang of things. And I also have a lot of supplementary materials that I've built and put together that I'll be sharing with everyone too. I just have work was a little crazy today and I didn't get to share everything with y'all like I was going to. But pretty much, so messaging, sorry, I like ramble a lot. Sorry guys. Messaging, I typically message when I first started, to not overwhelm you guys, would be 5 to 8 people every hour, not like every hour, but like when you can, especially when you're first starting. I just don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed or anything. So I say 5 to 8 people at least 5 times per day. So if you're messaging 5 people 5 times a day, that's 25 people. If you message 8 people 5 times a day, that's 40 people a day. And as you get more comfortable with things, it's easier to send out messages. The more seeds you plant, the more people you like ask, the more people that become potentials who would want to order from you or join the business, or et cetera, et cetera. I only message people for trying products typically. Right now with this $20 deal, I have a message that I include both options to kind of gauge people, to grab their attention a little bit more, because it's actually cheaper to become a distributor right now than to do a 90-day challenge. Like, you can't beat that. And you get a ton of products in your kit. Like, it's a no-brainer. But anywho, I lost my train of thought. Sorry guys. I even have notes that I'm following. I'm just really nervous. This is a lot of people that I'm training all at once, and this has never happened. I'm like super happy. So don't ignore me while I like geek out. It's fine. Messaging, yes. So 5 to 8 times an hour. If you're on Instagram, I'd recommend 5 to 8 people every hour or whenever you do it, and no more than that, because Instagram has a weird algorithm. So if you're not as active normally and you become really active, it'll block you because it thinks like your account got hacked or something. So, and you don't want to get blocked. I sometimes get blocked because I get like really pumped up and I'm like messaging like crazy. And then it's like, yo, you're blocked. You messaged too many people. And I'm like, but it's only messaging like new people. So so there. And then Facebook, if you want to message on Facebook, I think it's like 50 people. Facebook's a little more lenient apparently with their messaging. And then, so once I ran out of like family and friends, I went to like my Facebook friends and then my Instagram followers, and I sent out like a different type of message, which I'll be sending you guys. I have stuff written down, and you can also get one from your upline too. And then I kind of go from there. And then as you're following more people, you have more people to talk to, and et cetera, and your business starts to grow. Typically, I recommend using your own social media. And this is only because, so when I first started, I was super nervous and I didn't want to post on my own personal accounts. And then my upline was like, why would you want to start from scratch and have no followers and have no one to talk to when you have 200 people already following your one account that you can approach right away? And I was like, good point. And she was like, they will either say no or they'll say yes, but you won't know until you ask, right? And I was like, true, good point. So, and I was like, might as well. And when I first started, like, if I scroll all the way back, and I've deleted a bunch of it because my account looked really spammy. Now I typically try to use pictures of myself, my family, my friends. We call it like the 5 F's. We do friends, friendships, fun, freedom, food. There's another one. There's something else that you can like post about that will draw people's attention, and so it's not like spammy like ads or something like that. If I'm posting like green and black things all the time for It Works, because that's our colors, guys, people will be like, oh, this girl's annoying, it's all ads. But if it's a picture of my face and my family, my friends, or food or something that I'm doing, like activity I'm doing, people are going to be like, oh, she's a real person. What is she doing with her life? Let me keep following her and watching. So that's something I recommend for posting. I'm a little all over the place. Sorry, guys. But those are kind of the 3 like basic tasks, and I kind of spread mine out throughout the day. So I work full time. So I typically have my phone running, following people throughout the day at work. And then like I post in the morning before I go to work or right before I go into work. And then I message in the morning. I actually wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. And I'll message and set myself up for the day. And then I have an hour commute to work typically. And then I get to work at 8. And then at lunch, I'll send out some messages or answer messages too. Sometimes I message while I'm in the bathroom because I'm just there and no one can see me on my phone. And then I'll message when I get in my car at the end of the day. And then when I get home, then I kind of work nights with It Works stuff. And then I'll post at night too. But I'm always trying to follow or unfollow, watching my ratios and making sure they're not too far apart. Those are kind of like the basics. And I go into more depth in individual videos on my YouTube channel. So I recommend subscribing to me. I can send you guys a link. I'll be adding all of you to two of our Facebook chats. And everything, and making sure I'm friends with everybody on Facebook so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing on my Facebook at least. And you don't have to post on Facebook if you don't want to. I didn't start out posting on Facebook. I eventually grew to that. If you do want to do both, I recommend doing like posts on Insta and then copy and paste and post on Facebook. So if you link your accounts, it'll actually bury the posts on Facebook unless people will see it, just for future reference. There's 3 I'm still looking into the third group on Facebook, but there's 2 groups that I'm definitely going to add all of you, or your enroller is going to add you to on Facebook. One is called the Be Obsessed or Be Average page, and that's kind of like a big page for our team. That's our hub for a lot of VIP trainings. And then there's also a page called VIP Dream Team, which is run by my enroller, who rocks this business, and she has a different page with different trainings and everything as well. We're all about family and sharing materials and everything like that. So if you guys aren't aware, most of you are because you've joined, we have a $20 deal going on right now. Typically for distributors, or to become a distributor, it's $99, and most of you joined for $20, which is huge. They've never done a deal like this. This is a one-time only deal. It goes through Friday, this Friday, the 27th. And so it's $20 for any new teammate or business partner that you bring on. And what they get during this deal, or they qualify for, which most of you know, is the $150 shopping spree, or $100 shopping spree. There's like a weird deadline. I'm not sure what the end date is for that. And then they also qualify for a $1,000 bonus and a $5,000 bonus within their first 2 months. For those of you who just joined, you have through the end of September to reach those bonuses or work towards those bonuses. And I'll be doing another training on how to manage your progress and to build your business and to promote to said promotions so you get the bonuses. Sorry guys, words are hard tonight apparently. But essentially, as you're starting, your first goal is to earn your shopping spree. And to do this, you need your first 5 customers, and then you qualify for your shopping spree. Right now, you're pre-qualified, so you have the opportunity to earn it. But once you get your first 5 customers, it'll unlock that, and it'll also qualify you for the bonuses and everything as well, just to be on your way to earn those as well. So that's kind of like a quick rundown. Oh god guys, it's late, apparently I'm exhausted. Anywho, but I also everyone's written their name in the chat, right? That everyone has done that, right? Who's on this call? I hope so. My Zoom thing, because I have the free version, because I need to probably invest and buy the actual version of Zoom. It says I have 6 minutes left on my Zoom, so I'm wrapping things up. Does anyone have any really pressing questions, concerns, anything like that? You can either unmute yourself or you can write it in the chat and I can address them or something like that too. But if you don't want to ask on here, you can always shoot your enroller or shoot me a message. I'm going to be adding you guys on Facebook and adding you into my team chat so I can share personalized trainings with y'all and everything, so you'll be set up for success. But I'm super pumped to have all of you on this amazing team. There's some people that couldn't come on tonight, and that's totally fine. You'll kind of meet them when I add everyone into the chat. My parents are both on my team, and they won't be in the chat because they don't want the messages, but that's okay. But I'm super pumped for all of you. I don't think anyone's written anything yet. Everything I'm saying, I'm making sense. For those of you who have your picture on, can you nod or shake your head if I'm not making sense? Yeah? Okay, awesome. Rocks my socks, great. Awesome. So if you did get started today, our next goal for you would to start getting going on the basics and everything. So to start following whenever you want, and then try to be a little consistent though throughout the day, or whenever you go on your phone, try to follow 10 to 15 people. It takes 2 seconds to follow that many. I used to follow 200 at a time, but then Instagram changed the algorithm. So now you're limited, weird, and sometimes you can follow more, sometimes you can't. It's weird. I have an app that just follows for me, so I don't have to worry about it. Also because I just needed to be more efficient. And then, so start following, and then you want to post your first post, and either if you have an iPhone, I'll be sharing iCloud notes with you. If you don't have an iPhone, I will find another method to send you scripts and stuff like that. I have lots of things typed up already about the products to save you guys time. I know because we have 50 products on our product line, and it's a lot of things to learn, and you're like, what does what? I have no idea. So I have helpers and like aids for you guys that are like nice cheat sheets, and everything that I've put together over the last 8 months that I share with my team. And then we'll get you started with your family friend messaging, or your top 100 list, as I call. And the more the merrier, right? The more seeds you plant, the more your garden has the opportunity to grow and flourish, and you'll have a larger harvest, and you'll be well on your way towards success. So also, I'm like really cheesy. Sorry, guys. Okay, but yeah, one last call. Victoria, no way. You did not. Sorry, guys. Victoria just got a DT. So excited. Sorry, I'm fine. She just messaged in the chat. I'm okay. Sorry. I'll be adding all of you into the groups, the chat. I will try to tag you guys in training materials, or your enroller will tag you in some on the training pages as well. And then if you have any questions or concerns, once I get you guys in those chats, like, I'll make sure everyone has my number too. So in case you can't get a hold of your enroller, anything like that, you can reach out to me. I try to like be pretty consistent in answering everything. If I'm taking a little bit longer, I am also adding you into another chat that's really great and run by my friend Kaylee. She's a diamond within this business. There's like different ranks because she's been in it longer, and she's grown her business a lot larger, and she works this full time, so she's pretty consistent in the chat. And a lot of people, if someone asks for help or advice or anything like that, people will respond to you in a timely manner. In case I'm not responding, or if I'm with a patient or something during the week, most weekends I'm like full time at work. So hopefully soon I'll be full time at works only. So crossing fingers on that one. But anywho, are there different scripts for? Yes, Dennis, I have a mail. I've been waiting to share this forever. I created a mail campaign a very long time ago because I was trying to market to men. Didn't go very well. The guys only tried to hit on me or ask me out, so I vetoed that plan. But I have one built up, and I will be sharing that with you too, so you guys can kind of get a look at it. Yeah, don't use the girl scripts for guys, Dennis. I highly recommend. Thanks, Liz. I appreciate it. But I have male stuff written, and you can kind of edit things. I don't know how men talk. I know they're a lot more chill than I am. I'm a little like, woohoo, and guys aren't like that. So, but I will share everything with you guys. But I'll be adding you to everything. I'm super excited. I'm pretty sure my Zoom's going to run out, and it's going to cut me off. But I'll be adding you guys to a chat, and if you have any questions, concerns, reach out to your enroller or reach out to me, and I'll be happy to help you. I'm so excited. Yay! Anywho, I'm really cheesy, so I'm going to log off before it cuts me off. But thank you so much for popping on, guys. I really appreciate it. Okay. Bye!